This was the finding of an online paper and not British authorities. But how has the UK reacted to the news?
Yes, it doesn't come from the British authorities themselves. It is from this investigative site and from the Daily Telegraph. And the website has already investigated the Skripal poisoning suspects in detail, giving many details earlier this month about their movements. And debunking the claim widely ridiculed that they were tourists. Now, there's been no official response to this new claim that we have the supposed identity of one of the suspects, but media reports and the BBC and the FT notably say that British intelligence is not disputing the accuracy of the revelation. There was an early tweet, I think we can have a look at it, by the Defence Minister Gavin Williamson, since deleted, but according to this account, tweets MPs deleted. It attributes these comments to the Defence Minister, saying the true identity of one of the Salisbury suspects has been revealed to be a Russian colonel. Now that was deleted. Theresa May did speak at the UN after this claim appeared, first at a UN Security Council meeting on counter-proliferation, and right in front of the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, she accused Moscow of obfuscation and desperate fabrication, and later she went further in her actual address to the UN General Assembly.
States like Russia flagrantly breach international norms, from the seizing of sovereign territory to the reckless use of chemical weapons on the streets of Britain by agents of the Russian GRU.
Now, May had already told the House of Commons earlier this month that the men charged were officers of Putin's military spy agency, and this wasn't a rogue operation. We've had reaction as well from the former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, who was in office at the time of the Salisbury poisonings. He has no doubts either, telling the Daily Telegraph utterly predictable news that the GRU was behind the Skripal atrocity. What have you got to say, Putin? And
I guess the ultimate question here is, what can the UK do to actually bring the perpetrator or perpetrators to justice? Will this new evidence help in any way?
Well, UK investigators have said that the men previously identified as Ruslan Boshirov and Alexander Petrov were undercover Russian intelligence officers using aliases. They've been charged by the Crown Prosecution Service with attempted murder over the poisoning of the Skripals, Sergei and his daughter Yulia. They're also linked to the killing of Dawn Sturgis, who was the woman inadvertently poisoned by a discarded Novichok bottle sometime later. Now, European arrest warrants and Interpol red notices have been issued for the pair, but yes, you're right, the UK will have an uphill battle to try to bring the pair back from Russia. I mean, for a start, prosecutors are not applying for extradition. There's no point. Russia doesn't allow extradition of its own nationals, let alone the current political and diplomatic climate. But there is this mounting evidence now against the pair. We've heard from Galina that, yes, Russia continues to deny what's alleged and dismisses these new claims in particular. Questioning the timing around of this new claims published just as Theresa May appears in New York. But no doubt that these details do give more ammunition to the British Prime Minister, who already has, right from the start, the backing of many Western countries with the UK over this case.